It's time for another episode of... It's time for another game of Dodger Baseball. um, drag this here. Not there. Please and thank you. And I'm gonna just adjust some things. Get this thing on. TF2. Oh my goodness. He's editing a video. Again. Not even the video I'm supposed to be making right now. Alright. And now the world shall know that I have exploded. What? No. Silly. Alright. Let's get that sniper video open. Oh, crap. Ugh. Now I gotta resolve this problem. Was it the orange box? Cut to videos to 4K video downloaded plus. Paste. There. Now verify the files. Whew, it's hot in here. Such is the way of things. Hello, Smokey Joe 07. Welcome in. How are you on this, for me, very hot evening? Do things go well in the house of Joe? Do you even have a house? I don't. That's why I'm here. Oh well. Good, good, thank you. It's very cold here. Cold! Ah, I could go for some cold right now. Shucks, man. Where the heck do you live where it's so nice and cold? You don't have to answer that, really. I'm just like, man, I could go for some cold. Let's see. So I'm just gonna... I have to hash this video out, this little segment out, because I have to finish this segment. I didn't get to finish it last stream, so I'm gonna finish this and then very quickly move on to the next part of the manifesto. Oh shoot! I forgot to re-enable my display capture. Oops. Let's open this one. Yes. There we go. Yes, sir. Sightline. 4. That's what we're working on. No, this is what we're working on. The quick scope argument. And then it's argument 6, which is, holy cow, that is short. Wow, I actually might get 2 parts done today. Crazy work. Crazy work. Could you not? I wish the stream would stop reminding me that I have a bitrate set higher than the recommendation. I know, and I do not care. So let me just get the snippet out so that I can just visualize what I have to work on. What's the ending paragraph? Bogus on his face, as is this next argument. Yeah, that's every class, knucklehead. Scout needs to... Starting off nice and hot with knucklehead. Yes, sir. It was indeed a very knuckleheaded argument.
Needs to aim and click. Heavy just needs to aim and hold click. Engineer needs to click to repair the sentry that aims for him. Medic just needs to aim and click.
This is so much fun.
Of course, this argument engaging.
I'm glad I'm finally getting into the more aggressive portions, maybe. It's gonna explode your PC. I mean, it's already exploded, so it's alright. Running on hopes and dreams now. Hence why you're viewing this in 5.4 instead of 16.9, because the graphics card is not powerful enough to stream that or record that resolution even. So this is what you get, and somehow I'm going to export higher than the resolution of my own monitor, and it's just going to work. I mean, I haven't exporting it in segments for that very reason, so that when it all comes together, it's much easier for my computer to handle. You know how it is, though. You know how it is. Everyone's been there, right? That's what they say. Is it what they mean? I don't know.
The definition of the term skill issue, this would be it. It genuinely still surprises skilled. They have worked very Sniper in particular. When people complain about other because two classes fight comes from. Once again, there is an illusion that because two classes fight closer together than others, that must mean that this is how all interactions ought to be. People are deluding themselves into believing.
Actually, I might push it too far.
Is that this doesn't sound like something someone who plays the game would say. This sounds like or simple. That's the point. The point is that yes, but that doesn't detract everyone already is to each other. What makes this argument a YouTube video and decided to regurgitate online? Because if it's thought about for longer than 2 seconds, then of course this argument makes no sense. Plays the game would say. It's bogus on its face, as is this next argument. This argument boils down.
Splendid, 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 splendid. Okay, so this is actually super duper short. That is disgustingly short, actually. 2 viewers. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for viewing the live stream of me. You know, I just gotta finish this part and then I'll put it here at 140 just to give it a nice little spot to be. Wow. Maybe I should have music. Should I have music playing for y'all? Would that entertain you more? Would y'all prefer if I put some music on to listen to while I drag? Because editing is boring.
Scout is incredibly agile.
Yeah, I can just conceptualize a lot of this.
And agility find themselves in certain doom or quit. Even still, of course, it all comes down to timing. This isn't doom.
There we go. I guess I'll just have it be the shorter images.
So, as the saying goes, get good. Part of getting good.
Get good. That's what they say. That's what they say. Yeah, sure. What music are you into? Metal. The kind of stuff that would copyright this stream. Not that it matters because I don't make money from the ad revenue yet. But I would probably throw something on like the Doom radio or something because I like that stuff typically. Maybe an RTPN mix because I haven't listened to their stuff in a bit. Although I suppose I could throw anything else on because I've been really listening to... I've been listening to a lot of Jungle D&B, like liquid mixes, and I like that a lot. And I've been re-listening to some synthwave songs I used to really like. Love me some Megadeth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Megadeth would be cool. I don't know. I don't want to copyright this stream necessarily, or have it get busted like that, because I don't actually know what that does in terms of, like, if it takes the stream down or not. But if I could throw it on, I would, because that would be fun.
The solution is, if possible, to find another way. Perhaps the Scout's team has better use. Not, then he can find... If the Scout is...
There we go. Let's drag it to this point. Yeah, that should be fine. This isn't really metal, but Sonic Adventure 2 OST is good. Indeed, indeed. I have not listened to Sonic Adventure music. Put stock music on. No! No, because honestly, it's so hard to find stock music that's still made by people. It's all AI music now. I hate that stuff. You know?
Sniper to either commit or moving to the scout. And what about engineers?
Engineer gaming. Maybe I should throw on the TF2 soundtrack. Because that would be fitting for the I don't know. You know what? Here. Let me get shoot, what do I want to put on? Let me turn my display off real quick because I don't want you guys to see my YouTube feed. Although I suppose if I used the Military Snake account, it wouldn't show too much. I just want to make sure nobody's got cuss words or stupid things in the thumbnails of my subscription feed. Let's do some music. What do we want? Because like this was actually something I was listening to somewhat recently. Was a very particular Liquid D&B jungle mix. Give it to me. Where is it? I don't remember where it is. Hang on. Just been vibing to... No, it's not that one. It's this one. Hang on. There. Okay. Okay, here. What? Display capture? There we go. Yeah, it's this one. I know, it's kind of silly. It's kind of silly looking, but I actually just really like the vibe of it. But I might just throw on some metal because I could use just a bit of overdrive to it. I don't know. I'm going to play one or two songs because I know that this won't copyright me, and then I'll just like find some other stuff, I think, just to see what fits the mood, right? It'll have to be on a pretty low volume because I have to hear the editing software. Smokey Joe is correct. The Sonic Adventure OT 2 OST goes hard. I would honestly like to listen to that OST when I get around to actually playing the game, but I'll probably give it a shot at some point. Okay, there we go. 360 music is peak-alicious. Yeah. I mean, it's just whatever they name it, because it's all original music. Yeah. Again, I have to have it at a lower volume so that I can hear the editor, but yeah. 5 viewers! Welcome in! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome in. Let me know what you guys think of the music, if you want something cooler or not. I don't know. I'm just going to be editing. I'm going to be finishing this chapter and then editing this chapter because this is a stupidly short chapter for a pretty good reason. So
Taking his focus away from the medic. What about engineers? Engineers and snipers do not interact as often as other classes do. Separated. Sniper can take out or get a good angle on his part. Engineer
Is the video done yet? The sniper video? No. That's what I'm editing right now. Look at this. This is how much is still left to do. And more. So. No, not done yet.
they do, the solution is to simply be careful and for the engineer to attempt drawing fire from the sniper with his pistol and shotgun. Flinching the sniper's aim can do wonders in the grand scheme of the match. Medics are always...
Wish I had... I'm gonna be 50 years old when this is finished. Dude, okay, look, I know I've taken, like, well over a year to just get the scripts done, but, like, this is why I'm live streaming, is so that I can hold myself accountable to this, but, like, look, man, hey, bye. Oh, by the way, also, just to let you guys know, for anyone who's joining or is in right now, this won't be as long of a stream, I think, because I typically stream for about 2 hours, but it might be a bit shorter today, because I'm going to have to help my wife with dishes, and then we're probably going to play the Wii tonight before bed. So I can do my best to wake up early in the morning tomorrow and do the standard stream, which could probably be extra long because Saturday go brr. I had 2 coworkers say, I think AI is fine as long as the music sounds good. And the other going, electronic music sounds good with AI, but not with AI vocals. It becomes really obvious then. What an odd take. AI music in general is sucky just on the principle that it's not humanly created. So there's always a bit of sterilization, or like, because I can hear it, because I've written music for a really long time, there's a type of audio artifacting that comes through in it that I hear, even in the more like well-produced ones, that just bothers me a ton. Electronic music sounding good with AI isn't even true either, because I like, compare it to this, which is humanly made, or some of the synthwave stuff I used to listen to, and it's like, it's not even close. If you don't mind me asking, what Wii games? Probably Mario Kart Wii tonight. I have a bunch of ISOs, but I just have to get around to actually playing them, to be honest. I'm just going through them one at a time right now by myself, and then she plays, you know, her own stuff, like this Namco mega mix of the arcade games specifically. She plays the old school Galaga, and then we play Mario Kart Wii together and Wii Sports together. We actually got a Wii Fit board just to have that form of exercise around in the house, because we suck with exercise, so we just wanted a fun way to get ourselves into it, and then from there we actually will do like proper exercising and stuff. Add one more Wii and it gets really questionable as to what you're doing. That's crazy, sir. You played some Mario Kart Wii today. Wonderful, wonderful. It's a good game. It's a great game. Great game. And honestly, my wife is surprisingly good at it, because she uses the motion controls on automatic, no less, but she is really good. I consistently lose to her in Grand Prix. I'm always coming like second place in most races, whether it be team or solo races or whatnot. Do you have modded Mario Kart Wii? No, I do not, and I'm not terribly interested in it. Like, I would probably like do CTGP if I could get myself a disc for it, because apparently it needs a disc to verify. But like, I'm not terribly interested in modding the game itself. You feel so sorry for her. Yeah, I know your stance on the controllers, and I've had the same thing, but like, she's really good at it. She's really good at it. So, I shut myself up about that, because that's all she's ever known how to play the game, so that's just how it is. I play Mario Kart Wii with a third-party GameCube controller. Yeah, I know there's a lot of different ways. Me personally, I grew up with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, so I've always played with that, and that's just been the way I've always played. It's the most comfortable for me, just from that aspect. And hey, it's consistent. It works. It works really well. There's nothing bad about it, so I'm just, as long as the control scheme itself makes sense, then it's all good. It's all good. So. And the motion controls are actually surprisingly intuitive as well. You just have to reset your expectations about what the game expects from you versus what you expect from the game, and just adjust accordingly. It's not the greatest adjustment in the world, because I did it recently, and it's actually really, really easy once you know what you're doing. I grew up with no Wii because the unks in the family had taste. Well, screw you, man. What'd you grow up with? PS2 and a original Xbox or something? Maybe an N64 if you were actually based.
Medics are always public.
Because my uncles had an N64, and that was awesome.
Public enemy number 1. The access to heals and potential invincibility automatically paints the largest target on a medic. Any class, when provided with the opportunity, should be trying to kill the medic out of common sense. As a result, the medic's counterplay to Sniper is to provide his teammates with enough overheal to where a Sniper can't quickscope them. In the meantime...
But that's not real counterplay, Snake. Because he's not actually doing any fighting.
As a result...
Shut up! I would actually yell for the sake of dramatic effect because I like yelling. I do not like yelling. It's so stupid. A computer and an Xbox 360 you barely used. Oh, okay. I didn't grow up much on computer games. I always saw them as a bit more of the esoteric hobby.
Heal to where a sniper can't quickscope them. In the meantime, medic must stick by teammates that provide threats large enough to the enemy team. In return for heals, medic can use that teammate as a sort of meat shield protection. This can cause the sniper to consider medics are weak.
Medics are weak. Sniper equal bad. No. My dad had an N64, but my aunt left it at her ex's and never brought it back. Oh, that sucks, man. Hot take. I think the Wii Pro controller is the best controller ever made. Sleek, rounded yet jagged in its design, then thumbsticks are snappy, and the sound when spinning them around is really satisfying. I must admit, I have not... Have I used the Wii Pro controller before? I think I did at a friend's house on his Wii U, but I don't know if the Wii U Pro controller and the Wii Pro controller are different in their design. I do remember using some kind of Pro controller, though, on a Wii U while playing Mario Kart Wii, long time ago, and I do remember really liking the feel of it. Me, personally, though, like, because I have a PS3 and a PS4, my hands are really used to the symmetrical layout of the PlayStation controller. So people are, like, try to hand me Xbox controllers or something whenever I, like, on the rare occasion I go over to someone's house and they have an Xbox lying around. It's like, it's weird. I don't like the asymmetrical hand design. You think it wouldn't work because they just slapped handhelds onto the Wii Classic controller, but it does. What do you mean Oh, handles on the Wii Classic controller. I remember using the Classic controller as a kid a little bit at a family member's house, and I actually liked it the way it was. I liked it as a sort of, like, pad of sorts with buttons on it. And then Dad got an NES, and I was reminded of that. I heard stories about my uncle and his friends wiring Ethernet cables between houses to play games LAN before the scam that is Xbox Live came out on the OG Xbox. System Link is a beautiful thing. Every console should be legally required to come with System Link, just as a default feature. If I ever make a console or a computing experience of some kind that can also play games, it will have System Link. Ask me sometime about my plans to revive the world of computing.
Catching an enemy sniper off guard and timing the shot right is part of... Sniper can counter himself in providing the various buffs. As a result, they must play very carefully.
Do I want to... No, I don't want to extend it that far.
Common gameplay, as there are times...
I kind of dragged that sentence a little bit, but it's fine. Let's see. The Wii wheel controls have built-in latency when turning, but not the buttons, making it much harder to use manual. I've never noticed that when I play, and like I noticed the like 100 millisecond delay when pressing buttons just with my own control scheme. And when I do the Wii wheel control scheme, I never notice the latency for steering. Maybe the remote. Maybe the remotes suck. I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of remote you have, because I know that some remotes are much better about it than others. The consoles still support it, but the games don't support it. Yeah. Xbox even allows you to system link multiple generations of consoles, meaning you can get a system link with Series X, Xbox 360, and an Xbox One. That's amazing. See, now there's some longevity in mind. I'm not defending Microsoft for anything, but yeah, that is somewhat respectable, I gotta say. Excuse me.
As it turns out, by simply playing to his own strengths of play, as there are times Positioning and timing must... There isn't much to say on this. The solutions are very self-evident.
Thanks for the interaction today, by the way, guys. I really appreciate y'all coming out to talk with little old me. Okay, let's drag all of these in here. Oh yeah, we could probably actually use that for the rest of the video, or the little chapter here. 8 viewers, holy cow. Maybe I should stream in the day more often. Welcome in, everyone, welcome in. Oh, right, I forgot to change my music. What should I look up? What is on the Doom radio right now? Just want to see. Oh, Andromeda, nice. It's a very techy metal of sorts. I don't like the overproduced sound of a lot of this stuff, but it is nice. Plus, this is a nice mix of just a lot of metal. I love it. What's the next song? Give me like a Holschultz song or something. That's pretty good. To be fair, Microsoft does make the best consoles now out of the 3 because they don't hold games hostage to force you into your platform. Yeah. I don't know. I know what your stance is about exclusives in general, but
This is very basic sniper gameplay anyways. Hilariously enough...
I do not share that sentiment, I'm afraid.
Hilariously, another means of countering Sniper as a sniper is to just not show up to work. If a sniper stalls on peeking a sightline repeatedly, it can cause confusion on the enemy sniper's part, as he now has to choose how long he has to commit to this sightline to get rid of the other sniper, or if he needs to move and reprioritize targets, risking a still-living sniper getting the jump on him.
Oh, that's a long sentence. I think Dark Ages gets a lot of flack for its OST, but it's still fine IMO. Yeah, but all it is, it's fine. Do not get me involved in the quote-unquote autistic discussion about the music, because I actually have like a whole dissertation about it from the perspective of someone who makes vaguely that kind of music, has tried in the past, is definitely a fan of it, and there's like... There are substantive, fundamental issues with Dark Ages, with the OST for Dark Ages that actually reflects the substantive problems that it has as a game as well, especially its art style, but you know, that's a conversation for another day, right? A platform needing to hold a game hostage for you to play it is a bad platform. I mean, you can make that argument about computers then, and like how a lot of PC releases, you know, being Steam only is just holding it hostage to PC. Why don't people want to release it to more platforms, you know? So, on its own, that's not a very intelligent statement.
Tunnel vision, being one of Sniper's greatest weaknesses mechanically, can also serve as a psychological foil if it can be exploited properly. And interestingly enough, this doesn't apply to just sniper versus sniper duels. Spy is a class that is directly designed to contest the sniper. His ability to turn invisible and sniper. Of course, beginner precautions have to be taken. Spy shouldn't decloak so close to the sniper's own SMG. There are many times possible. However, catch a sniper at the right...
Maybe I'm not super knowledgeable on music theory, so I probably wouldn't pick up on its flaws so much. It's not even theory, although that is part of it. It's more so just the production style. That's all, really. It's just the production type, and the goal of it overall is less than ideal. Although I also have the same complaints about the Ancient Gods soundtracks for the same reason. Mick just has this like lightning in a bottle approach to the way he makes music that nobody else really replicates. People don't put their games on other platforms than Steam because the competition to Steam is stupid. I agree to varying degrees, although I think it would depend. I know that I myself want to create a platform competitive to Steam, but only in the sense that like I would much rather just distribute physical games, and I would never publish to Steam because I don't want to pay them to keep my game up on their storefront. I'd rather just sell it on my own storefront.
There are many times where snipers realize a spy is behind them, and they have to take the time to switch weapons and begin firing, or dry fire the rifle for 50 damage, and then switch weapons. Within that amount of time, spy can take 3 stock
I guess I could... No.
sniper and he's dead, even with
Yeah, I'll just let this one drag a little bit. What song is this? Having third-party launchers is better, though, because it means there's actually competition. No. Launchers as a whole are retarded. You should just have the game.
and he's dead. Even with unlocks attributed to both classes, it's fairly easy for a spy to take a sniper out in many ways. The hard part, of course, is getting that far back, and as important of a target as a sniper is, there are times when tunnel visioning on a sniper is...
This is a bit of a simplistic edit, isn't it? But there's so many graphics that I could use that I can't because my computer would explode. I'll have to think about this more. Maybe come back to it.
the class being played, but Spy is especially capable of exploiting Sniper's natural tunnel vision as a class. Outside of engineers and medics, Snipers should remain at the top of Spy's priority list at all times. Now the question becomes,
is the quickscope window too fast? Answer: burden of proof relies upon the people making the claim that it's fast. So.
Now the question becomes, is Sniper's window of time to quickscope too fast? Well, to the weakness of tunnel vision. Through that weak...
The heck? Sounds like a Megadeth song. I mean, true, but having multiple storefronts is better than one because there is competition. Consoles have no competition on how you buy your games digitally. Yeah. I will not disagree with you there, but I partially am apathetic towards the point, or indifferent, I suppose, on the point about digital stuff because I don't like digital games as a whole anyway. So that's in the end why I'm a console dude. I like, or at least a PC gamer with discs. That's why I've got this Windows 7 to play older computer games from discs, and why eventually I'll probably rebuild this PC with a disk drive on it so that I can actually like play games on a disc and hopefully DRM ones if I can find them, or just rip the ISO and just figure that out because I don't like digital games. You either buy physical or pay horrible prices digitally. I guess it depends on where you go, isn't it? I know GOG does the best they can considering they offer DRM free. Hello, Pikachu Frankie. I don't have wood chips for you or paint to swallow, nor would I recommend either of those activities.
to threats outside of his... With that in mind, Sniper also becomes incredibly powerful. Therefore, distraction is critical to counterplay. Regardless, the various... was removed, Sniper might as well have a hip, has already assessed their next target to scope in, secure their aim, and fire. Increased, Sniper would be playing a waiting game to take a decent shot at all. Interestingly...
Oh, now I need to bring the Zenith video in. Yeah. If my computer crashes, then it's because I'm trying to load in a video clip. Okay. I gotta find the video now. Sniper stuff. Should be, yes, here. I'll just snag whatever piece I need from it later. So, same song, that's cool. Or you pirate. Yeah, and then I burn it onto a DVD as a data disc. I'm so used to buying games on Steam. In terms of console, I just stick to the 7th generation. It's the one I grew up with and liked the most in terms of game releases. Yeah, same. I wouldn't go any farther than the Wii U, to be honest, in terms of the game generations. Like the PS4 has some good stuff, but I think the 7th generation... What's the graph again? Point of diminishing returns graph. It's this, right? Yeah. My opinion about... Can I just open image in tab so that you guys can see it better? Can you guys see that? Am I not blocking? Yeah, okay, I'm not blocking it. This is what I think about it, is that the point of... Not the point of diminishing return isn't here. Let me try to open this image instead, because this might be... Yeah, here we go. The point of diminishing returns is around the 6th or 7th generation of consoles as a whole, which I know is a bit blasphemous considering the PS2 exists, but definitely the 7th generation, and then up to that point, maybe it's honestly around here, and then the point of maximum yield is whatever good was salvageable from the 8th generation, which isn't nearly as much as the 7th. And then from there, it's just gotten worse. And I think this is true on computers as much as it is consoles, but that is a debate I dare not get into right now because Mick Gordon song. Let's go. Because we have a Mick Gordon song. Honestly, deleting Steam and Discord was the best choice I've ever done. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Like, I'll probably... I don't know. I wish I could do that. I wish I could. I wish I could be... more like you, because this is the Killer Instinct song. I love his Killer Instinct music, dude. It's amazing. I wish I could delete Steam and Discord, honestly, because especially when I'm done with my Snake videos and I've like said all that I want to say, I kind of just want to leave my digital footprint like alone insofar as that area and just disappear. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that. It entirely depends on how the videos perform, and I do want them to perform well. So if they do, I could stick around, but I don't know if I will. And besides, the deleting Steam in particular is difficult when Gold Rush is there, and I like playing Gold Rush. But at the same time, it's like... I've always had more worthwhile experiences through just having the game on hand. Same with movies and music. So, I don't know if that's the immature response. It probably is to a lot of folks, but, oh. Thanks for all the interaction you all have given, by the way. I'm very grateful that, folks have bothered to chime in.
Interestingly enough, 200 milliseconds is around the same amount of time it takes for someone who has already assessed their next target to scope in, secure their aim. TF2, the game function with TF.
Maybe I should just throw on a Mick Gordon mix.
Speed of the game. With TF2, the game functions at a much slower pace than even its predecessors. Thus, Sniper has to be reworked for that. If headshot damage didn't kick in until, say, half a second, human beings would be able to process that length of time as a drag, because Sniper, like every other class, still needs to function quickly enough. Every other class's weapons and abilities are immediately responsive. There is no reason why Sniper's rifles shouldn't emulate that kind of responsiveness, especially when the buffer attempts to sync with the basic human timing circuit. There was even an experiment run by a fellow named Zenith on YouTube where he increased the quickscope time by simply making it time by...
Okay, this is where the Zenith video comes in. Come here. Where is... It's this one. Yeah, the green... Yeah, it was on a MG granary. Bring this all over here. So I'm not going to need this much, but goodness.
Making it impossible for Sniper to fire a shot until half a second had passed. Even in a duel, this didn't go down well, as the mechanics simply came down to waiting out a delay that would never realistically exist. Okay,
let's do...
Had passed, then the headshot damage kicks in and the charge begins to ramp up. This would still be Sniper fighting a lag that shouldn't realistically exist. And in cases where stomps or rolls are occurring and Sniper's only means of effectively helping his team is taking quick... This would be terrible. This would essentially... for fighting a lag that should...
Yeah, I can probably end the clip here. Yeah. I don't know why I duck around as if it's a physical object. I'm too hooked into video games, game mods to quit Discord. Also been in a TF2 modding community since 2021 and have made a really good friend in that time that I still chill with and write to till this day. That's good. Yeah. I just would love to quit Discord because it's not a very secure platform to communicate on. And, you know, the only reason I have a Discord server to begin with for my own channel is more of an announcement hub for the things that I do. And like, sure, it's great for conversation mediums and stuff, but at the same time, I just don't like servers as a whole. I find them... I've also had... But I should also say, this is an informal take, first of all. It's pretty... I'm not saying anything objective too much with it, but I also have had pretty bad experiences with Discord servers in particular. Like, servers in general just wind up being breeding grounds for stupid belief systems and ideologies that just... I just get very irritated with being exposed to on a constant level. But the minute you say something bad about it, you get in trouble, so I will keep my mouth shut about that.
And in cases where stomps or rolls are occurring and Sniper's only means of effectively helping his team is taking quick headshots.
The point is, though, I can't disassociate Discord from those experiences, which is pretty sucky, to be honest. So what song is this now?
Stab back. The gameplay still requires
Oh, the delayed backstab. I should find a video clip of the delayed backstab. TF2 spy delayed backstab. Is there like a really old video on it? Yes. Yes, there is. Praise be. The delayed backstab. Oh wait, that was in 2009 too. Okay, I am going to download this one and actually just probably play it out in full, because it's just so funny to find a video that old. In fact, let me just go back to my... Yeah. I love this old HUD, man. You are disguised as a blue sniper. I like those little text indicators. Honestly, I love how under-stimulating this whole loadout, this whole HUD is. Honestly, I like it. I like it a lot. I was within a modding community for... Hang on. Let me just... Oh, wait. I don't know how... I don't have a place to drop this. Wait. I want to read chat. Okay. Here we go. I was within a few modding communities, but I mainly stuck to concept art and writing out stuff. Thankfully, I don't have much friends nor a liking to community servers as well. Real. People be putting themselves in gated communities where people think alike, if that's what you're getting at. Yes, and they're well within their rights to do that. It's just that I have interests that are shared the vast majority of the time by a certain group of people that make up the majority of those communities that surround the things I like, and it just gets kind of frustrating because I don't want to be associated with those people, but I'm in their domains, the places where they have made it their domains. A lot of times I just usurp it, so it is what it is. But at the same time, if I was to like make a video game or something, I wouldn't want a community of the game to form around it. In that sense, I would just want people to play the game. Although I guess that would be community in the raw sense of the word. I don't know. I also think that as a result of what I'm talking about, the word community leaves a sour taste in my mouth, because every time I hear it, I just think of the co-opted use of it and how people who co-opt the term use it because they only use it for their own self-interest rather than as representatives of the thing that they are forming said community around. And that bothers me a ton. And I am being intentionally vague when I talk about the types of people that do this, because I don't want to get in trouble. Because I know this is something I can get in trouble for. With YouTube, probably. I don't care about anyone else, but I would hate to be deplatformed while making my biggest video. What the heck? Playtest Fight Club update. There's an update for Fight Club? Oh my gosh. I should probably play it. Give me one moment here. I am going to switch to this for a little bit of the privacy. And I'm going to respond to him. My boy, Monkey with internet access. Perhaps. Gotta see how my night turns out, but there we go. Cool. A tale as old as time, yet even that is a breeding ground for horrors. Yeah, I can think of countless examples as well. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I hate to be cryptic about this, I really do, because I hate being the kind of guy that in being cryptic is more or less capitulating to the particular group of people that do what I say they do, because it implies on my end a level of cowardice that I don't possess. I just don't want to get deplatformed while making my biggest video ever. So it's one of the I don't know, it unfortunately has to be one of those situations where if you know, you know. And if you wanted to know more, like, you could talk to me in the Discord server I have, or you could DM me, email me, honestly, because my email is displayed in YouTube, I think. Yeah, because somebody emailed me through there recently, actually, talking about a video I made. You could email me about it, and, like, I could tell you, but then you probably wouldn't be a fan of me at that point anyway, because statistically speaking, if I was to say what I was gonna, like, if I had to be as detailed as I wanted to be, I would lose pretty much every subscriber I had, because I would be saying the wrong things. Shoot, I might be saying too much right now. Who knows? If you know, you know. You know? Anyways, thanks for the viewership. Y'all are the best.
This would essentially be an equivalent of giving Spy his delayed backstab back. The gameplay still requires plenty.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna chop the audio right here, and I'm going to scoot it over to make room for the delayed backstab video, because I think that would be so funny to include. Let's do what I've typically done. This would be called, let's see, source, author. What is the source? Bacon Fist. Bro's name is Bacon Fist. Freaking based, man. Bacon Fist. February 24, 2009. I think it was 24, right? Yeah, February 24, 2009. TF2, Scout Update, Spy Backstab, Old New Comparison. Here we go. Yeah. Oh crap, bleeds off the screen. Spy Backstab. I'm gonna... Yeah, there we go. That's good. Yeah. This is so funny. This is so funny to me. I'm just gonna let this sit there too, as a quasi interruption. It'd be like giving Spy his old backstab back. Although you know what? I probably should chop it up so that the demonstration is just a bit. There we go. I'll chop it. It's fine. Because I don't want this to be so interrupted by the slow-mo, so to speak, you know? Gotta love the motion blur, too. I know people bag on motion blur a ton, but I don't know. I use motion blur because I think it's cool. I don't know why. I guess I'm stupid, but, you know. Fist of the Bacon Star. The Fist of Bacon. JoJo's Bizarre Bacon. What?
Very close to him, this would be terrible. This would essentially be an equivalent of giving Spy his delayed backstab back. The gameplay...
Because the whole point of the delayed backstab is that arm raise, right?
The gameplay still requires plenty of functions relative to the game itself to be fast, and Sniper's timer is not too fast. In fact, the burden of proof would be on the people making the argument that it's too fast. So far, all I've seen on the internet is simply that it's faster than the human eye can blink. It's faster than the human eye can blink. Okay, well, Soldier can double rocket a scout, sniper, spy, engineer, medic, demo man, and pyro in about the same amount of time it takes to swallow. So what? That statement alone is not proof. The statement alone is not proof. The problem is there is no way to prove it because justifying such a change would require justifying to make one change to the core.
Yep. Okay, and then
Game initially, and
this is where things get really stupid. Cool. Cool. Oh, only 3 viewers now. All right. Well, that's okay. I probably scared everyone away about my talking about consoles and then, like, game communities and stuff, you know? All right. We're finally... The quick scope argument is done for the most part. What because for the last several chapters, I've had all these like graphics relevant to what I'm talking about, but this stuff is now a lot more conceptual. And this next chapter, short though it may be, is still very much in that conceptual realm. Oh shoot, the Doom Eternal clip. I have to slot that back in.
And pyro in about the same.
Shoot, where was I supposed to put it?
That are designed to deal with Sniper. If this buffer was removed, Sniper might as well have a hip fire button. If the buffer was increased, Sniper would be playing a waiting game to take a decent shot at all. Interestingly enough, 200 milliseconds is around the player is decently skilled. In a game like Doom Eternal, the Sniper both
here. Gotta drag that in. Crap, man. Can't believe I forgot. How could you guys let me forget? I'm just kidding. It's nobody's fault. Promise. It's nobody's fault. No one's but my own. For I am the author of this video, and I I am the one that makes these mistakes so that I can fix them. There we go. I'll just drag this over here. Now I've got a whole plethora of stuff. Because I was supposed to...
Assuming the player is decently skilled. In a game like Doom Eternal, the sniper bolt equivalent is designed the way it is in accordance with the speed of the game. With TF2, the game functions at a much slower pace.
Oops. Let's see. Motion blur seems to come quite in handy in older games that are forced to 30 frames a second. The racing game Cars 2 on PS3 runs at forced 30 FPS, though doesn't stutter when you turn around. True. Man, Cars 2. I grew up on Cars 2, but I grew up on the Wii version. And I've never... I guess it ties into something that I've talked about before about FPS, but I've never considered frame rates an issue. I know frame rates are an issue when you get to like higher levels of play, when you want to make when you want to squeeze out every frame you can. But like, I am more than happy to play video games at 30 FPS if it means that it will hold there all the time instead of an unlimited frame cap that dips all the time and can sometimes dip below 60. I like it when games are optimized to a frame rate alongside everything else that they provide. And so, if that's a controversial take, well then I don't know what to tell you. Is motion blur the thing that helps with that? I can't remember. I think it would be. Yeah, because if you turned it off, then you would probably just be seeing every frame as it passes if you have the eye for that. Motion blur would kind of trick your brain into believing that there's a smoothness to it. It's like it's an artificial smoothener.
There's no reason why snipers' rifles should timing circuit. There was even an experiment run by a fellow named Zenith on YouTube where he increased the quickscope time by simply making it impossible for sniper to fire a shot until half a second had passed. Even in a duel, this didn't go down well, as the mechanics simply came down to waiting out a delay that would never realistically exist, assuming the weapon itself was real. Even if it was re-engineered to where sniper can deal 50 damage until half a second had passed, then the headshot damage kicks in and the charge begins to ramp up, this would still be sniper fighting a lag that shouldn't realistically exist. And in cases where stomps or rolls are occurring and sniper's only means of effectively helping his team is taking quick headshots at people to at least slow them down, even people getting very close to him,
this back. There we go.
Down, even people getting very close to him, this would be terrible. This would essentially be an equivalent of giving Spy his delayed backstab back. The gameplay still requires plenty of functions relative to the game itself to be fast, and Sniper's timer is not too fast. In fact, the burden of proof would be on the people.
Okay, that's actually fine as a stopping point. Okay, now argument 6. Argument 6. It doesn't even take up a full 2 pages of discussion from me in the script because of how stupid it is. Just wait until you hear it. You will agree. Trust me. Snake, why would we trust you? You're a sniper main. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Who am I kidding? I don't have that level of impotence. I'm not going to call anyone wrong unless I had a demonstrable proof that they were. Which is what this video is for. Holy cow, it's not even 2 pages. It's barely even a full page long. Okay, argument 6. Sniper is not engaging to play as. His mechanical depth is absurdly simple. That's it. That's the whole argument, because that is what so many people say. Ugh. This will be a very easy one to edit because it's all conceptual, I think. So I don't have to worry about like relevant graphics, I believe.
I initially wanted to keep arguments that leaned so hard on the subjective element out of the picture, but the fact of the matter is that this entire discussion only exists as it does online because people appeal to their feelings so much. Thus, I found it appropriate to include arguments even as weak as this one to represent the full scope of the debate as best I could. This is hardly even an argument. When it comes to what classes mechanics are more engaging, that is entirely person to person.
I should do
Engage.
quote big quotations for engaging. Gosh, man. The honestly, and I am saying this completely unsolicited, you know what motivates me the most to get this video done is the potential. Not that it would ever happen, because it's too long to ever happen. But it would be so funny to watch like a Zesty stream or whoever else streams that like is generally against Sniper's functionality, and like watch them react to this video and just cope and seethe every time I present my arguments. In a way, it motivates me to keep my arguments as airtight as I possibly can make them. And at the same time, it motivates me to get this video done because there is something cathartic in my mind about the idea that they would see that the video, that anyone would. Because mostly, it's not that I'm trying to bait Schadenfreude here or anything. I just think it would be funny. And, crap. I just think it would be funny. Actually, no, this would be TF2 secondary. And all caps. Engaging. That is how you spell it, right? Because suddenly... Okay, yeah, that is how you spell it. Suddenly, I just got like this startling feeling that I wasn't doing it right. Oh, so this Bacon Fist dude has like a couple more videos. Motion blur test, a spy shedding his skin, and undeserved frag. I gotta see more. I gotta see more. The motion blur looks so cinematic. Says everyone as dumb as myself. Ooh, Dead Ringer. That's not the most intolerable thing in the world. Man, that's a really rough audio bug. Motion blur looks great for a PC with good graphics specs, sort of like anti-aliasing. 720p is magic. True. 720p is king. A spy shedding his skin. Wait, is this the clip that he just had? Oh no. Very good self-awareness. Oh, this was the clip he just had. So it must have been a demo, and he just applied motion blur to the demo file. That is cool. That is cool. I was wondering if Zesty would watch the video beforehand and open the conversation with "I'm sorry you tried, but it didn't work," like he has for other videos he's watched before stream. Oh, I'm sure he would, and it would be funny, because half of these arguments are things he said before, but they're not just because he said them that I included them. It's just that it would be very funny if he addressed it at all, because he in particular is famous for having clips made of him just seething about Sniper when he has no right to. I wish TF2 kept that 60s action movie look instead of what the hell it became. Seriously, yeah, same. 2010 was the Pearl Harbor for this game. Although it was already dying beforehand. Let's be real. 11 seconds long. Oh, it's my graphics card stutter. He's recording it with my graphics card stutter. My ping hangs in the low 30s, so I doubt it. Oh, okay. Ping 400. Then the guy who died had high ping. Okay, yeah. Watch in HD. I am. YouTube just doesn't want to call it HD anymore. Recorded this. Oh, yeah, that would be a netcode problem. That would absolutely be a netcode problem. You know what, Mr. Bacon Fist? I'm subscribing to you. I can't wait. I can't wait for your return to YouTube. I can't wait for your return to YouTube 17 years later. Bacon Fist, if you're out there. Bacon Fist, if you're out there, please come back. Yeah.
more engaging. That isn't.
Oh gosh, why did it freak out like that?
Are more engaging. That is entirely person to person. I find Sniper's mechanics quite enjoyable and engaging. I like long-range combat, and I appreciate the representation it has in TF2. Other people prefer the methods of play that other classes provide at base, and that's perfectly fine. There's a little something in this game for everyone. But to make it out to be that Sniper is truthfully, objectively, straight up not engaging to play is just silly. It's as if I said heavy isn't engaging to play as. It's just nonsense. Now, typically people will couple this with waxing on about how Sniper as a class doesn't engage with what makes TF2 special, like the various movement mechanics or class-specific advantages or team synergies. To that I say, A, why would he need to? B, yes he does, and C, yes he does. Sniper doesn't need to like the various movement mechanics or class-specific advantages or team synergies. To that I say,
I should actually cut this, because I know you can hear my microphone getting bonked a little bit, but I'll still try to mute whichever ones I can isolate, just out of courtesy, I suppose. There we go.
I say A, why would he need to? B, yes he does, and C, yes he does. Sniper doesn't need to interact with movement mechanics to make him an interesting class. Neither does Heavy or Medic or Spy, but, you know, I guess classes are only interesting if they can take more advantage of source engine bugs. That's literally his entire deal. And to class synergies...
It sure sounds like that when people say that, you know? Once more, constant expansion with no consistent maintenance kills all that does so. Truk. It's concept creep, essentially. Kills everything it takes hold of. Remember when Pyro was the class people hated playing against and liked playing as? I wish I could go back to that. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I've looked at the old forum posts, and like people have complained about Sniper in the past as well, but a lot more folks used to complain about Pyro, which I find shocking because everyone thinks Pyro is like the scum of the earth now in terms of like overall individual functionality, I guess.
That's literally his entire deal. And to class synergies, I have talked a great deal about how he synergizes with his teammates and interacts with enemies at several points. At this point, I can hand-wave this away as an argument.
Wait, what? Where's the... As far as class specific... What? Did I skipped a sentence?
With enemies at several points. At this point, I can hand-wave the...
Wait.
That's literally more advantage of source engine bugs. That's literally his entire...
I don't even have an audio skip there. I straight up forgot to record a sentence. Okay, that's weird. Hang on. I'm just gonna fix this real quick. Give me a moment. Will it allow me to route to my microphone? This one. Okay. So as long as it doesn't clip, it should be fine, and I'll just balance the audio. Okay. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot from a distance no one else can. Okay. Stop. Close? Do I close it? Yeah, here we go. Okay.
As far as class-specific...
Oh my gosh, how did I forget to record a whole sentence?
As long as it doesn't...
That doesn't make any sense. Whoa.
Source engine bugs. That's literally his...
Okay. Let me just split here. And then grab this, move it over. Grab this, scoot it over. Now I have to balance the waveform. What the heck? The foreshadowing. Yeah. Amplify. Let's do 250 just to see if that's the same level.
If they can take more advantage of source engine bugs.
As far as class-specific... That sounds terrible. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot... Oh, no. I know I've got a fan behind me, but what the heck?
Bugs. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot.
You know what? I'm going to record this again, but I'm going to actually just use the... I'm going to turn the fan off real quick. Just in case it's not loud enough there. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot from a distance no one else can. Okay, is that better? As far as class-specific advantage, too loud, but very much close to where I wanted it. So let me... There we go. I'll sit a little farther away. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot from a distance no one else can. Okay, please tell me that turned out okay. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot from a distance no one else can. Okay, good, perfect. As far as... I can't believe I screwed this up. This is crazy. I've never done this before. I have never forgotten a sentence in a script, ever. So how does this sound seamlessly?
More advantage of source engine bugs. As far as class-specific...
Okay, I can boost that slightly, because that is a little quiet.
Engine bugs. As far as class-specific advantages, he can headshot from a distance no one else can. That's literally his entire deal. And to class synergies, I have talked a great deal.
Good. Great. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Hey guys, donate to the stream so that I can afford to bear a child with my wife. No, I'm just kidding. She's just sleeping right now. Alright.
No one else can. That's literally his entire deal. And to class... At this point, I can hand-wave this away as... The mechanical depth... At this point, I can hand-wave this away as an argument only a Somalian would find compelling. The mechanical depth...
I might just keep that. I don't know. I'll think about it.
The mechanical depth supposedly being simple falls under the same scrutiny. I have heard it said many times that Sniper's entire game is aim and click. Yeah, that's every class, knucklehead. Scout needs to aim and click. Heavy just needs to aim and hold click. Engineer needs to click to repair the sentry that aims for him. Medic just needs to aim and click heal targets. Soldier just aims at the ground and clicks. Pyro just needs to aim and hold click. I hope the viewers are realizing how absurd this sounds when applied to its logical conclusion. Yes, the mechanics of Sniper and all the other classes at base are simple. That's the point. The point is that they're simple enough for beginners to get a decent grasp of, while remaining compelling enough for people to stick around for. Are there additional complexities that are bonuses to class functions like rocket jumping and the like? Yes, but that doesn't detract from the core of the class, nor does it inherently elevate the class as better than others. It just makes him different from the others, as everyone already is to each other. What makes this argument in particular so awkward, alongside the one that follows it, is that this doesn't sound like something someone who plays the game would say. This sounds like something someone heard in a whiny YouTube video and decided to regurgitate online. Because if it's thought about for longer than 2 seconds, then of course this argument makes no sense. By that same logic, every class in the game is not engaging, somehow. Except for Soldier, I guess, since what, he can rocket jump? Big deal. Source engine movement is nice and all, but rocket jumping alone doesn't get you a good performance in a proper game.
Truth nuke. Call me the best, because I am. No, I'm just kidding. I will not be including Cyberpunk. That looks terrible.
Source engine movement is nice and all, but rocket jumping alone doesn't get you a good performance in a proper game. Just wait until people find out how simple Heavy is. I wonder when that slander train starts. Perhaps he's exempt because of heavy update memes. I'm not sure. As I said though, this just doesn't sound like something someone who plays the game would say. It's bogus on its face. As is this next argument.
That's it. That's the whole chapter. Well done. We did it. Splendid. Let's drop the next argument. Argument 7 right here. We'll start it, but I don't think I can finish it today. We'll see, though. I have to now find the drop point for that. 4 viewers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. If you guys hate Sniper, let me know. If you love him, let me know. What's argument 7? Sniper is not engaging to play against, especially if the particular player is good. Getting interrupted by a sniper killing me is incredibly annoying, because I often don't know where he is positioned. They sound like 2 different arguments, but they're not. I promise you. Oh shoot, they're doing the playtest now. Okay, I'll do that. Let's do... Why not? That might actually crash my computer, so I'm going to close this. Close this. Save. And I'm going to play some Team Fortress 2. Alright. Game capture. This one. I wonder how much the stream will suffer because I'm playing a video game and streaming. Let's connect here. What's the password? 8. Oh, it's gonna tell me that I don't have a password, so I have to actually, like, input it, right? Actually, you know what? Hang on. Can I just go to the Friends tab and find somebody in there? No, I can't. Frick. Why can't I get in? Actually, I don't remember how this works. Oh, the server isn't up yet. Okay, that's why. I shall wait. Refresh. Password. Splendid. Off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, right as I open the game, all the viewers disappear. Bwahahaha. I did it. I have committed stream suicide. The wacky races? Oh my gosh, I wish. Oh man. Take me back to the good old days, man. The wacky races. Those really were the goodest of times, weren't they? I'm going to move this over here. Yes. Alright. What's my ping? 105? That's not bad. let's get a... Oops. Howdy. I'm just gonna grab the flag. Fight me, if you dare. Uh-oh. Oh. I gave away my possession and he's not chasing? What is this? Move your butt. Go. I wish I had chat on stream here. I captured the flag as a sniper. Let's go. What do we got? Alright. You know what? Let's do... Really, bruh? Stupid headbox hit. How? Dog, how? It even gave me the blood decal, and I still... Sniper gaming. Okay. Go get that flag, soldier. I want to know what spawn. I want to know what spawn he comes out of. I'm betting money it's this one. Go, sniper, go. Tee. Where will the scout come out of? Perhaps here. Hey! Oh, frick. Stupid. I missed. Bonk. Competitive? Let's switch to scout. I wanna, wait, where's the flag? Alright, fine. Gmod remover tool. The true untold story of Capture the Flag. The true untold story of Capture the Flag is that I can't find it. I don't know where it is. It's right there. Just grab it and go. Somebody fell asleep. Capture the Flag, well, it's a great map. It's actually, outside of Hydro, it's probably my favorite map. Dang it, I missed my crit. I'm gonna cry. Go. This is actually the best. You get a random crit with that? Oh, and I got mine too, and I missed it. Demolished. He will hit me for sure. What is this? Okay, that's an actual kill. I will certainly not live to see another day. Capture the Flag. It's a great game. Capture the Flag is a good game mode. Anyone who tells you otherwise is lying. And no, I am not referring to any one particular. You know what? I'm going to get some defense. Actually, no, we don't need defense. Who am I kidding? Go, go, go! Yes, sir! Yes. Wait, it wasn't already started, bruh? I don't know. Ah, I see. Good warm-up map. This is one of my favorites. Oh, crap. Okay. Luciders. 2 fort. More like blue fort. No, don't. Don't. We do not speak of blue fort in this house. In this household, Great Blue is an enemy of Christ. Alright? That is how it works. Because of that map alone. I remember killing 200 Russians as soldier once. That is sick nasty. Oh, yeah! Medals for everyone. Uh oh. What? Ay, ay, ay. Great Blue is an enemy of the state. Yeah, pretty much. He is an enemy of church and state. One of the few. Oh, we're changing levels again. Let's go. No, yeah, Blue Fort sucks. In fact, I have been advised by a couple people to revisit the video I was actually making about the Blue Fort map, because once upon a time I did have a script planned out and I had like 30 pages of it. And I didn't want to do it anymore because I switched to the sniper video. Oh, crap. Oh, right. It's always a 1v1 to start arena. Oh, it's this map. That's cool. I haven't played this map since my pre-Fortress days. Why? What is this team composition? That unusual is so tacky. Holy cow. Wait, this isn't an arena map, is it? Oh, it is an arena map. Okay, but 2 points are open. What is this map called again? Buyer? Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a terrible player. Ay, ay, ay. Say potato? Is his persona a crane or a pelican? Dude, I thought it was a stork. Although we're probably all wrong and it's a egret or something. I don't know. Why should I say potato? What are this? What are we betting? There's betting in TF2 now? What is this? Oh, crap. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. How am I not dead? The heavy's a bloody medic. What the frick? I need help, bro. Wait, so where the heck is point A? Oh. Wait, what? It's the soldier. Of course it's the soldier. He's gonna win that. Oh! gosh, dang it, man. Because I had 19 health there for a whole minute. That sucks. XD NG6TJ. Why was I supposed to say potato? Why? I don't get it. Alright, we're contesting A first here. Mr. Pain Train over here. There's a medic on their team now? Oh, dang. I couldn't find the pyro. Oh well. Rip. I have to alt-tab out just to look at chat because I've only got one monitor. Let's test the... Let's do this loadout because I hate myself today. Want to run a comp team layout next round? We're 6v6. Oh my gosh. Somebody thought the same thing I did. Oh, there's a decent hit. Oh, crap. Random crit, no less. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh. Let's do, you know what? Let's test the sniper being overpowered allegations. Because if he really is overpowered, a stock rifle is enough to down at least 2 players. And it won't matter how good I am because he is just overpowered enough, right? Oh gosh, I have to get a kill. Rock on. Or how do I want to set this up? There's no covered sightline at all. Yep. Frick, man. I didn't realize... I didn't think. I could have heard it beeping, but I didn't hear it. That was crazy. That was good. That was really good. Why have I have 6 viewers now? I guess playing video game is a good indicator. Scout, watch it. On B. Sniper, you fool. Oh no. Oh, I have to sit out. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Dum 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 dum. This looks like a real proper fight. This medic with the quick fix is just... Oh, he's cooked. He's so cooked. Yeah. That's unfortunate. That's crazy. Medic should have had the super syringe gun. I mean the super SMG. The based weapon. We're on pyro. I don't care. Why do we have 2 soldiers? Oh well. I should have stuck with the medic, but he was probably healing a soldier because that's his job. Not that it mattered. Why did bro go AFK? Bet 10. Random crit, random crit. You ain't winning that fight, bucko. Nor that one. Ah. Oh. Dang. And I knew he was there, too. Unfortunate. How long is the Sniper Manifesto, Snake? Question for Kaluka. What, are you reporting to Kaluka? First of all, is this the same Kaluka that actually inspired a few of the arguments that I'm representing in this video? And second of all, why does he want to know how long it's taking? Thirdly, why isn't he asking me himself? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure he's a very busy man. But also, fourthly, why would he care? I am a nobody, and he is a somebody. I thought people in his position didn't care. Especially him. Does he just want, like, more Twitter drama? Because if he wants more, I'll have you know I can't log into Twitter anymore because my computer doesn't like it. So, I'm afraid... Oh, frick. Oh, crap. I'll have you know that if it's a fight he wants, it's a fight he'll only have to have with me over email or Discord or something. Wait, we're not actually attacking anything. Oh well, I suck, because I took too long in the AFK area. But yeah, why does Kaluka... I can tell you, but I just want to know why Kaluka wants to know. I don't mind telling, though. Why would he, of all people, want to know? Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay. The sniper! The sniper! The sniper! Sniper's not overpowered. I just countered him. You see? You see? Teamwork. Teamwork. Making... Oh, crap. The dream work once again. Only I cannot... My mouse got stuck on my desk. Oh well. Random crit. Arena's fun. Well, he doesn't want to know, but I wanted to ask to tell him if it's the amount he's referring to. Oh, so he somehow knows? He somehow knows that I'm making it? That's interesting, considering that all my stream viewerships haven't even like gotten more than 10 at any point in this process. Demo man can out-snipe snipers. Terrific. Yes, that's true. That's a big truc right there. Especially with the charged sticky bombs. Man. Beat me up, God. God. Oh, crap. Oh, I hit that. Hit that again. Oh. Well, I got 100 damage on him. That was actually kind of cool. This guy is genuinely insane, lol. Where'd you get that? Did he, like, post a picture of it on Twitter, or is it, like, in a Discord server? I want to know more. I want to know more, because I don't understand what you're referring to. It's like 30 hours of content, and I cannot imagine much of this will amount to more than Sniper is not as bad as he was made out to be during the bot crisis. His words from his server. Huh. It's not 30 hours. I promise. That is an extreme exaggeration. Also, what the quick scope? Is that Pyro still alive? I'm amazed that Pyro stayed alive so long. It was definitely my fault for not finishing him off proper. Cool. I posted the original stream in his TF2 channel. What original stream? Like when I was writing the script? Because like that was 100,000 years ago. Especially considering that this video's been technically in the works for like a few years now, honestly. Nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh! They probably went sniper because I was a sniper, and now I'm not a sniper, so I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't contesting him. Oh, you posted this one? Oh, gracious me. Well, it's... To answer the question, because you asked it like 5 minutes ago, I'm very sorry. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah! That was sick. To answer your question, currently the audio I have recorded is about 3 hours long, and then once the main body of the video is fully edited, I am going to review the whole thing, write an appropriate outro, and by the end of everything, alongside editing refinements in general, it'll probably be something... Oh crap, he shot me. Oh, I'm being stupid again. I gotta cover the, maybe I can use the direct hit, because I gotta cover the sniper areas better. It's gonna be about 3.5 hours long. If it's any longer than 3.5 hours, I have some trimming up to do, because for what it's worth, when I originally drafted the video and started work on it, it was going to be 6 hours. And I have done an extreme... or what I think is an extreme job of trimming that down. Besides, it's not like, as flattering as it is for somebody of his stature to pay attention to little old me, I know that he will not even care for the video, because it's a video that requires acceptance of various fundamentals that he just doesn't believe in outright. And I suck at playing soldier. Especially direct hit soldier. Is there a sniper even active? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, there is. Oh, he's dead. The heavy got him. Heavy out sniping a sniper with the Tomislav. Oh, come on! Yeah, he got him. That was good, yeah. The extra blast damage is more helpful in this case. I didn't get a single lick of damage on the guy. I could do... No. I'll stick with soldier. I'll try to get better with the direct hit. I'll read chat after this round, because I'll probably die first this time. Oh, crap. He did die, though. He did die, so he has been officially counted. We know how low of his generation's attention span and sense of nuances is lowered by the year. I mean, he's older than I am, so I guess that's quite the indictment to millennials. Gotta give my ears a break. It's just going to be one of those things where, like, I know I'm not going to be able to please everyone with this, and I just stopped with the goal being that a long time ago. If he ever wanted to talk about things, I would be more than happy to, but I don't think he ever would, because it would challenge a narrative that he directly contributed to almost as much as other folks that he doesn't even like Zesty Jesus, I think. Or, I shouldn't say that, because that's a very profane name to market yourself as, but... Oh. Dude, why do I suck so much at video games? Reload the gun! I never live stream TF2 stuff because I suck at them in general. Let me go back to stock. Oh, dang. Oh well. Oh, hit him. Dang. Oh, I got him. the damage increases, right? As the, we kind of got the medic, I think, but I don't know. I treat the direct hit like an anti-armor recoilless rifle like the SPG or Carl Gustav. I do not know what that is in reference to. I probably have not played the games you are referring to, because I am an uncultured swine. Yeah, I'm surprised Kaluka even acknowledges the existence of it, though. And I know I'm not doing myself very much of a service by calling it the Sniper Manifesto. I'm calling it that as a joke, but because the actual title of the YouTube video is not going to be that. But, you know, it is a little disappointing, because I am always hopeful that people will give as much of the oh, Team Scramble, let's go. I'm always hopeful that people can give as much benefit of the doubt as they possibly can, just to hear other perspectives out. But, you know, I forget that it's Kaluka in particular, and he's about as obstinate in this regard as his peers and rivals, so to speak. Wait, what? How did I not hit the Oh, okay, well. I suck. I should not play soldier. Just play scout. Actually, you know what? No, because they got a charging demo man. I should probably just do this. 7 viewers. Welcome in, everyone. Maybe I should just play the game more. Oh, I'm going to be booted out, I think, aren't I? Unless... No, we just scrambled. Oh my gosh. Oh crap. I wasn't... I thought the heavy was in a different position. Oh well. Well, to be honest, I don't... I should be editing, but I did want to test their little betting thing. I think I'll leave after this map timer is over, unless the map is that good, and then I'll go back to it, or I'll just start, like, probably start doing dishes, because I got dishes to do. You know how it is, y'all. Man's got chores and such. You know what? Let's go spy. Screw it. And let's go sniper, because they don't... Oh, they don't have a sniper on their team yet. Or anymore. Let's do the demo man. Oh, crap. He knows. Okay, they have an engineer still. Oh, that was rough, man. Oh, it's just the engineer and the... Oh, yes. This is gonna be great. Yes. That, I tricked the medic so good. I tricked the medic so good. That's my best. That's my proudest moment as a spy. Let's do pyro. Oh. Suicide. Such is life. At least I captured the point. Medic, no. Medic, no. Medic, go to B. Go to... Oh, no. It's over. Oh. Oh, no. Scout? Alright, I'll do scout. Yes, sir. Boing, 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 boing. Also, I don't know if you're still in here. Who was it again? Amadenessa? I don't know how to pronounce your name properly, but I will tell you, the bot crisis is literally not brought up in my script once. So if Kaluka genuinely thinks it relates... Oh, come on. If he genuinely believes that it relates to the bot crisis or some kind of exaggeration as a result of the bot crisis, it is not brought up a single time in the script from what I remember, and it's not brought up in... It's not going to be brought up in the outro that I still have to write. I know that. I know that. So, if that serves you at all. Frick, man. Who do I play as? I'll play Demo Man. Screw it. With his stupid Scottish hat. Oh no, shoot, I should have gone Ravine. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the Tomislav. Oh, no. Why give us a choice if it's not what we're getting? Love how my team keeps winning, but I keep sucking. That's what I get for playing on Arena, I guess. Let's go Sniper again. And this time we'll do my personal favorite loadout. Oh, we can't. That's right. Let's go here for the sightline. Please tell me. Nope, they just all decided to go B. That's fine. I do not want to go there. It's not as... There we go. Dang it. Crap. Oh no. I should have looked up. I should have looked up. Reported back to him and he thinks you're his twin brother or claims to. Amusing, but I doubt he looks anything like me, so. Arena buyer. Yes, sir. We're playing on Fight Club right now. I do want to actually just hold this angle and see if it's beneficial at all. It would be so funny if it was. Oh crap, the Demo Man's already there? Yes! That's big. Heavy down, heavy down. Crap. So there's 3 folks alive. Medic and Pyro are together down in the valley. Where is the Demo Man? No, it's a soldier? No, it's not a soldier. What the... How did I not hit that? And I had almost full charge, too. That actually could have killed him. That could have killed him. Oh, well. We win. It's fine. That was good. That was good. Sorry, I have to alt-tab out of the game to look at chat. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's hold the angle. What are they? Where are they going again? Oh, that's heavy. Pyro low. Uh-oh. Oh. That's the thing with Sniper, man. You just can't hold every angle. You just can't. Especially on maps like these. Which, admittedly, should be more commonplace in the game. Oof. That's rough, man. That's rough. I should get back to editing, though. How many rounds do we have left? Oh, it's just until the... I'm going to have to leave after this round, by the way. Let's go heavy. We're going to go B. We're going to take care of this stupid scout once and for all. I am not dying to you, backburner. Crap. Oh, that's one. Yes! Yes, sir! Farewell. Thank you, medic. Farewell, all. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Back to the grind, right? Let's... Had my fun. We played Arena Buyer. It was such peak, as it always is. And now I shall reopen my sniper file and at least get the editor back open. Anyways, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. I gotta check on something. I'll actually probably have the water warming up as, like, just before you wake up, or... I don't know, does the water tank wake you up? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Alright, cool. Alright. My deepest of apologies. I had to check in with the lovely missus. By the way, for anyone who's in here, I'm streaming tomorrow as well. Tomorrow morning at what my time would be 6 a.m. So be there or be square, y'all. Because it'll be 6 a.m. for me in the morning. Bright and early. And better not miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Managed to find the server and join it. It's been fun. You're talking about the Fight Club, right? Because Fight Club is cool. I don't play vanilla TF2 too much anymore. I like the more modified servers like Agartha TF, but Fight Club's got some good folk because the vanilla Fortress web ring, so to speak, as a whole, they're a bunch of really good folks. Who is this? Give me one moment here. I am getting messages from folks on Discord. Yeah, Fight Club. Yes, sir. Oh, Alex D. Super, it's you. Okay. Sorry, I will fill you in on what I was talking about earlier later. Just cause I have to get that figured out. Oh, there's a hoops. Basketball hoops. I didn't even know Kaluka had a Discord server, to be honest. Let's see. Wait, something happening in my server? Consider a lobotomy today. My Discord server is such peak. Y'all should join my Discord server for however long I'll have it left up. It entirely depends on how well these next videos perform. It'll probably die before it ever gets a chance to get off the ground because people are going to come in with their dislikes and just ratio it to a point where it'll never hit the algorithm very hard. But to be honest, if this video gets even like 5,000 views, I'll be happy because I just want it to do better than the Lucid video I made.
because I think it is better than that video in every conceivable metric. Especially the thing that people criticized me for the most about the Lucid video, which was how emotional I got at the end. Close to tantrum-ish, to be honest. I think I do much better at controlling myself. Excuse me, in this in this video. Okay, so let's get back to the script. The Sniper Manifesto. People are gonna take that and run with it because it's gonna be like, you're just a Team Fortress propagandist. So I don't know, I'm no more propagandist than anyone else. Okay, so how long is this chapter? Oh, it's not a very short chapter either. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my gosh! The more chapters I get done, the happier I am that this is finally getting over with, you know? I have been so sick and tired of working on this video for as long as I have, and I will be very happy when it is complete. The ending part was entertaining, though. Which ending part? Absolute cinema travesty. Which you're talking about the Lucid video? I don't know. I definitely could have gotten the point across without being as ridiculous as I was, but I don't know. The tone was inconsistent because the video alternated between the analysis of the video in third person versus an actual addressal of Lucid through the video, and it didn't stick to the same beat all the time, and if it did change beats, it wasn't in a way that was always very seamless. So however, I think the points that I made still stand regardless of that problem, and if anything, it's just kind of gotten worse as I've gone on. I've actually interacted with Lucid more. Very much still agree with. Well, I'm glad you liked it enough, because I do as well, to be perfectly honest. I do as well. So let's skip to about... Is it here? Sniper players. Why? Is this... Oh, this is argument 8, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually very, very close to... That dismantle it immediately on their own. Let's say we have a pretty good sniper. Not fat magic levels or anything, but he's It's actually really loud in my ears because I forget I turned TF2 volume way down. You'll get better because you will have learned. Yet again, more skill issues, only this one... Let's see, let's get... There we go. Nailed it. Alright, this is great, this is great. I will say, too, that I am being a bit moodier in these next few chapters because the arguments are getting increasingly reliant on subjectivity to support them, and that is for reasons I established in the earlier chapters of the video, not acceptable. If you want to watch the earlier chapters of the video, you guys can join my Discord server and watch them in self-promotion, because I post them in self-promotion whenever I complete them. And for the one YouTube member that I have, I will be posting more member-exclusive videos, not just the full compilation of the Sniper video, complete with chapter markers, might I add. So you're getting even more editing tricks from me if you become a YouTube member. I'm not a salesman, dude. I can't do this. He's slowly becoming your architect arch nemesis. I don't know if I would consider Lucid my arch nemesis. I would not want anyone to be my arch nemesis. But I think the way that Lucid has always constructed his videos has left a sour taste in my mouth, because it is very much favoring sentimentality for the sake of being it's just for the sake of being sentimental, really. His editing is done in a way to conceal the fact that his points don't make any sense, and it's jank. His boomer shooter video in particular was not one that was really well made, because to be honest, if you call Ultra Kill a boomer shooter at all, you're automatically disingenuous, because it is not a boomer shooter. Where's my phone? I feel like I haven't touched my phone all day today. It's honestly a good thing. Oh, it's right here.
I hope nobody's called me. Nobody's called me. Nobody important anyway. Cool. Flip phones are the best. Flip phones are the best. It would be cool if Sniper was given traps, snares, muskets, and throwing weapons if the game was developed a little bit further. I don't know if that would fit the theme of the game, but I suppose. That sounds very much like the type of experimentation that Robin Walker always loved doing with Quake TF, so maybe it could have worked. Who knows? Who knows? I should probably put some music back on, huh? Maybe. So did I use that image last time? I did, and then I skipped this. This is this. Okay. Good. Now, you know what? I'm just going to drop all of these in here. Yes. I need to download the rest of them from that dude's Twitter account, but because I don't have Twitter, it's not letting me access the account. That is to say, I have Twitter, but it's not letting me back in. Because it's being stupid. Like an alligator for TF2C. I don't know what TF2C does. Ultra Kill to me is a derivative of what came before. Yeah, but it's hyper derivative. It's usable mount also. I do not know what you are referring to.
This argument boils...
Anyways, argument 7, which is... Sniper is not engaging to play against, especially if the particular player is good. Getting interrupted by a sniper killing me is incredibly annoying because I often don't know where he is positioned. This is word for word what a lot of folks say. So, the other thing too is that these arguments have been constructed in such a fashion that it is taken almost word for word from the people that I got it from. So, I don't want to hear it about, oh, you didn't, you're strawmanning the position. I'm literally repeating exactly what you say. So shut up. The hyper-derivative genre. That is kind of what it is, you know? Anyways, let me know if the audio for this is too loud.
This argument boils down into, because the player is good, I don't like playing against him. If ever there was a definition of the term skill issue, this would be it. It genuinely still surprises me that people will cite this so often as a reason to not like a class, and insist on a rebalance. On that same token, I could complain about spies ad nauseum, and I'd be justified because I often don't know where he is positioned, and I'm getting interrupted, and it's annoying, especially if the other player is good. Of course, players better than others are going to get the jump on those less skilled. They have worked very hard to earn that skill. That's fine, as people can get better and overcome that discrepancy, but instead they resort to complaining about it with
Yes, okay, good.
That's fine, as people can get better and overcome that discrepancy, but instead they resort to complaining about it with Sniper in particular. When people complain about other classes, it's rightly called out as cope and a skill issue, but when it's Sniper, that seems to disappear. I guess the only long-range class just has that effect on people. Speaking of long-range, this is where the idea that Sniper is not...
Oh, there's a sniper image right here. How convenient.
Just has that effect on people. Speaking of long...
I don't know why I find it so funny that I phrased it the way I did. Because this was recorded a long time ago, so I kind of forgot how I phrased the particular wordings with the inflections and all that. Omni-derivative genre. The LARP genre for Gen Z. If you are referring to something as a boomer shooter, that does kind of give you away as a bit of a LARP. Because I would just call it a classic shooter or an old school shooter. But it's like, nah, bro, it's boomer shooter. Because it's old, you know? It implies a sort of outdatedness, which I know for a fact classic Doom people would bite your heads off for. Which would be completely justified on their part, because Classic Doom, if anything, is so great to still iterate upon. And like, I mean, myhouse.wad was the best example of that in my recent memory, but there's been a ton of various ways that Classic Doom still stands the test of time. So like, I don't want to hear boomer when people are talking about Doom. That stuff is still ahead of its time for how optimized it is. Like UT99 and Quakes. I don't know what UT99 is. What is that? Unreal Tournament. Right, yeah.
When people complain about
I have not played Unreal Tournament, I'm afraid. I want to, but I have
other
not.
classes, it's rightly called out as cope and a skill issue, but when it's sniper, that seems to disappear. I guess the only long-range class just has that effect on people. Speaking of long-range, this is where the idea that sniper is not engaging to play against comes from. Once again, there is an illusion that because two classes fight closer together than others, that must mean that this is how all interactions ought to be. People are deluding themselves into believing that the distance they died at relative to whoever killed them really matters that much, as if they really had that much agency in the first place. That entirely depends, of course, on what classes were fighting each other and what all the circumstances were. But as soon as it's that guy from really far away, people get mad. That entirely.
This is kind of iterating again upon something I talked about in argument 4, I think, which is the idea that sniper takes your agency away because he's long range, when the reality is that people don't measure agency in accordance with the expectations the game naturally is trying to provide to you, because it expects that you have better aligned expectations with the nature of the game as it stands, which is, it's well within its rights to do, because any game worth its salt would do that, would challenge you to expect, would challenge you to adjust your expectations to it, because that's how it maintains its distinct identity, you know?
Circumstances were. But as soon as it's that guy from really far away, people get mad. They call it annoying to be interrupted by someone that they didn't see. First of all, open your eyes and be more aware of areas past the end of your nose. Second of all, what was the sniper interrupting? Another fight? Other classes do that with each other all the time. Another fight? Other classes do that with each other all the time. It's a team game. Teammates can join into whatever fights they technically want to. Was the sniper interrupting the accomplishment of the objective? Say, the capture of a control point? Well, maybe that's because he's
supposed to. You dingbat.
That's because he's supposed to. Maybe because he's on the defending team. It'd be his job to protect the control point from getting captured. That would be the case with any other class and any other form of dying. As far as the positioning thing, that can be resolved by taking the time to learn where snipers are most likely to position themselves based on what gives them the most advantage in a particular map area. Play sniper yourself, perhaps, and learn where other snipers stand, where you could stand, and use that information to predict where threats can occur.
That last sentence in particular is sort of the inverse of what I was taught when I played one season of competitive Highlander way back in the day. I was told, when you play pubs, play spy, so that you can learn how the class that is going to be trying to counter you the most, outside of the enemy sniper, of course, thinks. You have to learn how the other classes think in order to understand how you have to think in relation to them, because that's how this game works. And that is advice that is definitely applicable even on the most casual of levels. And that is something I hold very much to heart.
Don't resort to argument 4 and devolve into, well, if every sightline is covered, then I just have to respect it, and therefore I can't go anywhere.
No, that's argument 3.
Argument 4 and
pretty sure that's actually argument 3. Let's do 45. Yeah, this is where I start getting pretty antagonistic, I think. Because my patience wears thin around the time I was writing this, and this is honestly the point where patience is warranted to wear thin. So
occur. Don't resort to argument 4 and devolve into, well, if every sightline is covered, then I just have to respect it, and therefore I can't go anywhere because every area is possibly covered. That's retarded and you know it. Use your brain. Plenty of offensive pushes result victoriously in spite of the number of snipers present. It's most likely the case that you are suffering from a skill issue. This game is far more than run and gun. This isn't a game you can go into with a half-dead brain.
How badly do you think people will take it that I said retarded? Oh no, he said the word! It's the N-word.
Doom, where you can memorize the placements of the monsters and their movement patterns. This is a PvP game. This game requires strategy to accomplish goals in a more effective manner than the majority of the time. This game requires strategy to accomplish goals in a more effective manner the majority of the time.
Oh, I misspoke.
This game requires...
I missed this in my original editing of this audio file. Glad I'm catching it now. That would be a little awkward if I suddenly heard the same sentence twice, but the first time was said poorly. The could have been worse. Word. Yeah, something like that, right? Oh, crap. Wait, this is supposed to actually be there. I just have to scoot it down slightly. There we go.
PvP game. This game requires strategy to accomplish goals in a more effective manner the majority of the time. If you're dying to someone you couldn't see, look at your kill cam and intuit rationally that because he was able to kill you from over there, that's an area to be aware of the next time you run in a straight line. Try to juke him out in that...
It really does just come down to a lack of self-awareness, doesn't it? It's a shocking amount of the time.
Line. Try to juke him out in that area. Fire at him to flinch his aim. Do something for the love of the game to cause the sniper to second-guess his decisions to position there. As a result, you will get better at the game. But you have to actually try first. Don't just complain. Put in the effort to resolve the problem you are absolutely capable of dealing with. Perhaps, if you want that particular sniper dealt with, communicate with your team to see who's in position to deal with him. If no one is, consider switching classes yourself to someone who can more effectively deal with the sniper. People do that to deal with heavies, engineers, and medics all the time. This is no different. There is no shame in doing this either. Understand that...
People certainly act like there is shame in doing so, you know. Bunch of whiny butts.
There is no shame in doing this either. Understand that your particular skill set for this particular threat being underdeveloped isn't a bad thing, and it's not capitulating to the sniper to change things up and go for a playstyle that is more suited to take him out. That's part of the nature of the game. You are not going to be a one-man show. No class is designed for that, and no player is going to ever be good enough to do that. You will die a lot playing this game to a vast array of threats. If you've learned how to deal with other threats, you can learn how to deal with this one. Nothing is impossible in this game, barring cheaters, of course. And the moment you allow yourself to see things that way, it will get a heck of a lot better. It won't necessarily get easier across the board. In some cases, the difficulty may never change, but it will get better because you will have learned.
Yay, nice little inspirational speech out of the way. That was it. That was all of Chapter 7. Or Argument 7. That's it. Holy cow. Well, I have made so much progress today. I don't think you guys understand. This is actually huge for me. It is a possibility to punch 5 snipers to death as a hoovie. Case closed. It's like I tell my brothers when it comes to like, oh, which Smash Bros. Character is the best? Like, at a certain point, the only thing barring you from the mentality of anything's good if I can just get good enough at it is your own mental deficiency, to be perfectly blunt about it. Because like it's one thing to say that there's like a best case scenario regardless, right? But that's not true a lot of the time when it comes to video games. People have a lot more agency regardless of the choices they make than they think they do. And the minute people are allowed to start realizing that about themselves, they become better people for it. My problem is that a lot of the sniper narrative becomes a fight to ensure that people don't realize that about themselves. And that's a little startling to me. Because, oh, that's it? Another short argument? Sniper's only hard counter is oh, yeah, that's right. Because I established all of the fundamentals from arguments 1 through 3, every argument from this point on gets easier to take care of. Except for, like, the last 2, I want to say. But, yeah. I mean, shoot, I have, like, no experience with Demo Night whatsoever, but on the rare occasion I get in a good position, you know, I can take care of a sniper. I can take care of anybody. You can take care of anybody as anybody in the game if you're good enough. But, of course, there are times, you know, certain classes are better built to deal with certain threats than others. No one's denying that. But, like, it doesn't... It also... This is part of what I mean when it comes to expectations as well. People have not aligned their expectations with the very simple reality that not every class and not every weapon is designed to deal with every other weapon and every other class equally, because that's not the point of the game. And if that was the point of the game, there would be no point in having distinct classes, and there would not be a point in a team, right? And there is a point in a team. I don't care what Uncle Dane says. I don't care what anyone says. This is a team game at the end of the day. Teamwork is a solution to a vast array of issues. If people want to actually use their brains and think about it for a moment, they would know that, but they don't, because it's much easier to think of the other thing, you know? This is a fully one-page argument. That's crazy. Okay, There's no I in team. Nor is there an I in Fortress. Or 2, for that matter. No, I'm just being obtuse. But yeah, teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say to myself every time I go into a community server these days, you know? Teamwork does indeed make the dream work. That's just how it is. That's how TF2 was designed. If you don't believe in that, then you're lying, frankly, because you do know better, most likely. And, you know, maybe the game just isn't for you. Maybe this isn't your jam. It's perfectly fine to say that. You don't have to pretend to be a fan and then argue against the very inherent nature of the franchise, let alone just the game, right? So
now, the supporting sentence in this argument is that Sniper's only hard counter is another.
I am going to write in my outro that the very language of counters is such a stupid one, because I have a problem with the use of the word counter in discussions as a whole. It's a very postmodern way of understanding something like mechanics in a video game, and especially in team dynamics, but I'll have like a whole 20-minute segment on that, probably, that I'll then trim down into 7 minutes.
I don't even know why people would use a term like hard counter, since those aren't even a thing. Certain classes provide better counterplay to others and vice versa, but even with...
These days, I don't care about just killing people. I try and help my teammates more. More fun with small teamwork interactions, to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if you think about it, Medic is the one class who's designed pretty much at its core to be the team guy, even more than Engineer. So, like... And also, Medic was in since day one, alongside Sniper as well, so... Hale is the only class that counters all. Don't remind me about Saxton Hale, bro.
I'm not an advocate for anecdotal evidence as the core of a counter-argument, but by the nature of the argument structure, the easiest way to disprove this is... Yes, I know this is probably the... This argument is one that I found on some random YouTube video.
Uh-oh, it's that one next. Oh, gosh. The next argument is the Counter-Strike argument. Great. I don't want to do that one. I really don't.
Yet again, more skill issues. Only this one challenges mechanics in a more direct...
I sound so ticked off.
Yet again, more skill issues. Only this one challenges mechanics in a more direct way in the form of focusing on class balance, specifically with Spy. Let's look at this without the proper consideration for gameplay elements like team balance, class spread across both teams, loadouts for all players, specific map, game mode type, map conditions, game mode type, map conditions, and so on. As I believe...
What a long inhale, too. I did it all in one breath. Because I had mentioned all of these things, I believe, in Chapter Sure. Which should be argument 2, right? Yeah. It's about here, I think.
If there is an argument that Sniper is somehow harder to kill than any other class, it would be nice to have an actual argument next time with some parameters, including but not limited to the class you're playing as, the map conditions, the game mode, the class layouts of both teams, the weapon loadouts of every teammate, the potential skill level of every player involved, not just the sniper, and your own skill level with the particular class you're playing in that moment in time.
But that's not actually the one I was thinking of. It's probably this one, actually.
In doing so, there is a failure to stipulate gameplay in conditions to assist in a realistic hypothetical such as, but not limited to, number of players on each team, class formations across both teams, game mode type, map conditions, game state, who's living and who's respawning, and the skill of every single player involved.
You know, all those nice little things I keep bringing up because they actually matter. 8 viewers, welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. This has been a surprisingly healthy stream. And hey, if anyone's listening, just real quick, I'm streaming again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific time. Be there or be square. I will not be as loud as I am now because my wife will be sleeping, most likely. But I will be streaming, I will be editing, and we will be rocking out together, as I have been doing for a couple months now. So join, subscribe if you want to get notified about the streams. Please, please. The discussions you have in chat with me are amazing. They actually help me make this video. They make me think about things I said previously, things I should probably maybe rewrite and re-record or just add on to, right? And then especially to help my thoughts for when I write the outro for this video after everything's all compiled and nicely put together, you know? So your engagement is very much appreciated. Your support is, of course, very appreciated as well. And subscribe, because I'm trying to live stream every day other than Sunday right now. That's my shill. That's my advertisement. 9 viewers. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm not used to having this many viewers. This is huge for me. This is huge. This is like 10,000 views for like a speedrunner or something. This is like big for me. Huge for me. Tease Miggy. I love that. I love that username. I saw 10. Congrats. 10. Holy cow. I haven't hit 10 in a long time. Goodness, maybe ever. I don't know. Legit, your response around the mentality of players and knowing one's capabilities sounds like a good outline for the end. It can be applied into many aspects of life beyond Sniper. They can do it. Oh, yeah, totally. This is totally like first principles type stuff that is applicable through life. Absolutely. I saw 9. Big boy leagues. Yes, sir. I guess dropping to 8. That's all right. Just share the stream around. If anyone thinks that anyone will like the stream, share it around. Hopefully some more people join the crew of lunatics such as myself.
As I believe that this argument can be dismantled even independent of all of those pesky external factors that dismantle it immediately on their own.
Holy cow. I am not in a good mood whenever I started narrating this. To be fair, I narrated this whole thing in one go, and at this point my voice was beginning to give out, so I was kind of just leaning into how dry my voice already sounded. I drank a lot of water that day. Actually, you know what? Here, because I should do this every time I have a new argument because I should do this every single time I have a new argument to edit, let's actually go through this entire argument together and listen to it all together as one big happy family. No, I'm just kidding. But let's listen to it together because it's short enough to just let on. I mean, it's not even 3 minutes long, so.
Yet again, more skill issues, only this one challenges mechanics in a more direct way in the form of focusing on class balance, specifically with Spy. Let's look at this without the proper consideration for gameplay elements like team balance, class spread.
I am so sorry. You know what? This is argument 8. I should read the argument. Sniper's only hard counter is another sniper. Not even a spy can adequately contest good sniper players. That is the argument. This is my counter argument.
Spread across with Spy. Let's look at this without the proper consideration for gameplay elements like team balance, class spread across both teams, loadouts for all players, specific map, game mode type, map conditions, and so on, as I believe that this argument can be dismantled even independent of all of those pesky external factors that dismantle it immediately on their own. Let's say we have a pretty good sniper. Not fat magic levels or anything, but he's pretty decent. He can hit his shots with a high degree of consistency with fairly decent positioning all around. The assertion is that not even a spy can adequately contest good sniper players. Why? How? Seriously, why would a spy not be able to contest a good sniper player? The spy skill level is undetermined, which would lead some to believe that it doesn't matter how good a spy is, he's just always at the disadvantage. But there's nothing to prove that this would be the case. Spy is best designed to exploit snipers' weaknesses through knives and revolvers. Why would any spy player not be able to contest a good sniper, or even a great sniper for that matter? How would that even work? Are sniper players that are good enough something like a bot, where they just spin around and hit the 1 in a million quickscope? I certainly have encountered players good enough to get position and take those risky shots, and they have taken the time to work very hard to earn that skill, but that doesn't mean the spy still can't work against a player like that. He just has to play more carefully. Why wouldn't this be appropriate and effective? Now, the supporting sentence in this argument is that sniper's only hard counter is another sniper. It essentially means that the class with the best counterplay to sniper is another sniper, which is nonsense. This isn't even true. Like I said, spy is perfectly designed to exploit snipers' weaknesses. I don't even know why people would use a term like hard counters, since those aren't even a thing. Certain classes provide better counterplay to others and vice versa, but even with those disadvantages, no class is really at a point where they can't do anything about their circumstances, whether in a vacuum or in standard gameplay. But again, that's entirely dependent on, map conditions, team layouts, game mode type, status of the game. All that nice stuff I keep bringing up that nobody seems to think about. I'm not an advocate for anecdotal evidence as the core of a counter-argument, but by the nature of the argument structure, the easiest way to disprove this is to just provide footage of spies, and even other classes as a bonus, just performing well and taking out snipers. The argument rules it as a nigh impossibility, so the easiest way to knock it down is to prove that it is, in fact, a possibility that the player has far more control and agency over than people seem to want to give credit for. Yes, I know this is probably the weakest argument covered so far, but I must include it simply because it is surprisingly and disappointingly common to come across.
That's it. That's the whole thing. The TLDR of it all, even though you don't need a TLDR for less than 3 minutes of an argument, TLDR, the argument does not stipulate nearly enough context, and the disproving of the argument is simply to point out that every scenario you could come up with is context dependent, and that is something you have to mention, or you are being intentionally dishonest. Rocket Leagues. Whoa. Honestly, the consistency is pretty good. Only once or twice your voice noticeably changed in the hour or so preview video I watched. Oh, splendid. Good. Okay, that's actually very helpful for me to know. Belief is such a powerful spell, especially when notions are repeated. True. I mean, when a lie is repeated enough, it just becomes the truth in people's minds, right? Replace Sniper's stock with Machina for a day and analyze the result. Ugh. Pre-Fortress 2 does that. It doesn't look good. Hi, Snake. Hi, Richter. How are you? Welcome in. You are the 10. There's 10. There's 10 viewers. Holy cow. Oh, it just dipped down to 8. Oh, well. That's what I get for talking. Still, though. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day. And welcome in, Richter Overtime, the MVP of all Snake streams. The big boss, so to speak.
Let's say
the man, the chief. So let's get some... Here we go. Not fat magic levels. Crazy. And I'm just going to leave the Y and the how with a black gap in the footage, because that would be hilarious if I did that. Just in my own sick and twisted fashion, I can't believe I've gotten so much done. This is going to add so much to the video. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. Oh my gosh. Torred is in here too? How are you awake? You streamed long enough. I woke up pretty early enough to get on here. Well, I mean, I have only been streaming for 2.5 hours, but yeah, welcome in, boss. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Torrid, I am streaming tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. my time, like I normally do. So that will also be something you can tune in for, probably, hopefully, maybe, because you often do for that. Just saying. Yeah, the gang's all here. No kidding. Snake, why can't I donate to your stream? Is it because I told you to unlist those videos and it screwed up your watch time? If so, my bad. You know, it might be. But I don't blame you for it if that's so. You know what I think it is, though? Because... That's weird, actually. The only way it seems you can donate is by buying a YouTube membership. Because I don't think... I think even with all of those videos, I never had the watch hours in the first place. Oh, no, I did have watch hours, because I remember, like, 3 or 4 years ago, I streamed Buckshot Roulette, and somebody donated me, like, $20. Oops. Yeah, that's probably why you can't donate. I think the only way to donate is to be a YouTube member, because I don't have the watch hours to enable... I mean, if I go to YouTube Studio and I just, like, look around, if I poke around in there, what do I have enabled? You're a YouTube partner, oh my gosh! Memberships, supers, and gifts. Oh! Can I turn them... They've been turned off this whole time? Well, I mean, I guess I'll just... crap. Okay. Do they enable for the stream as it's happening? Or not? It would be really sad if I have to wait until I stream tomorrow morning to then receive any... I don't know. That's really weird, though. I thought these were all on. So, like, does it work now? I don't know. So they're finally here performing for you. If you know the lyrics, you can join in too. Did I hallucinate lyrics into there? Oh. Yeah, Richter, I guess to answer your question, yeah, the reason you can't donate is because I turned it off. I don't remember ever turning them off, but I guess YouTube thought... No, nuh-uh. I guess I'll have to wait then until tomorrow morning for that to apply, because I don't think you can... Oh my gosh, it works! The gold Russian light is not done spreading. Praise be TF2 Gold Rush, and praise be Richter Overtime. Thank you so much, Richter, for $5. That... believe it or not, that is going right into the bank and contributing to my lovely wife over there. Holy cow. Thank you so much, Richter. That's... thanks. Sorry. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I just never expect money from people. That means... it really means the world to me. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. DK. Donkey Kong. I think I've heard that one before. Thanks, Richter. You're the best. Contributing to gambling, of course, we all know. No, not gambling, surely. I'll take that $5 and purchase an MVM ticket. No, certainly not.
But there's nothing to prove that this would be the case. Spy is best designed to exploit...
That would be really funny. Gambling. That's funny. This is a TF2 adjacent stream. If you guys have money in your bank account, spare $5 to Snake. He deserves it. Bro, you gotta... Richter, you don't have to be my shill. You don't have to do that. That is not... Oh. You just got a pregnant wife. Y'all don't know how hard that is. If you ain't got a pregnant wife, consider who needs the money more. Well, I mean, to be honest, it would be nice. It just would be nice to have some prenatal care right now. Just cause nothing's wrong, but it would be nice. So I appreciate the I appreciate it, Richter. Thanks a ton. Richter advert time. Nah. Oh my gosh. Betting on Crimson Cash Cosmetic Case 2021. Gotta reach for the pumpkin moon unusual. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll buy my first ever key. I'll gamble it. What is it? One of the rarest unusuals in the world. Your free stream. Your stream. No, don't redact the message. I wanted to read that. Something about the stream free trial ending. Gosh dang it. Richter Aftershill. What is this? Richter Overshill, more like, technically, but oh no, seriously, man, thank you. That means the world to me. Thanks for helping out as much as you have. In fact, everyone honestly should support Richter as well, because he has been instrumental in helping me with this video, and probably will be much more once it's in a nearly fully compiled state, because he's probably going to help me like sort of refine the look of it, even though there's not a whole lot to refine once you're 3 hours in, because it's just like you don't want to damage the flow of it too much. But I mean, oh, by the way, Richter, I am actually working on that video, the script that I sent you, the secret script. There's a secret video from Military Snake, everyone. Secret video. There's a secret video coming out in like hopefully in time for the Lucid contest. Actually, that entirely depends on if it's too long, which it probably is, because I wrote like 12 pages. Like the bonehead I am. Imagine how many pregnant wives you could afford if you... Why did you say it like that? That's so stupid. Dude, I got like 5 hours of sleep. You can't do that to me. I'm kind of still delirious. Hit the golden pan jackpot. I mean, you know what they say, right? What's the phrase? 90% of gamblers quit it before they hit it big. I don't know why the concept of that is so funny to me. Secret snake files. Release the snake files. The snake files would honestly just be the little segments of the sniper video that I've got so far. It's not like I've got a secret video in the works to discredit Lucid again, you know. He's not my arch nemesis, I swear. Oh, 10 viewers. My gosh. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. In fact, you know what? Hang on. Give me 1 sec. I gotta tell my wife. Richter. I will get you something. Ah! I'm so sorry. I know this actually kills viewership, but I have to get my wife some water. Give me 1 sec, y'all. 1 sec. Where's the water? Okay. My desk is such a mess. Also, to celebrate the momentous occasion of hitting 10 viewers, I have brought out the goblet to drink from. Cheers. Here's to another 10 viewers one day. 11 viewers. Oh my gosh, 11 viewers. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I think this is the most viewers I've ever had in the history of any time I've ever live streamed ever. Thank you. Thank you for joining. It's all right if you don't stick around for too long, but thanks for joining. It means the world to me. 12? I don't see 12 on my view, but, you know. Whoa. I'm going to spread the word about it tomorrow to anyone who's adjusted to Sniper. He is sharing the good news of the Golden Pan Possibility Trust. Guys, 3 more tickets and I can get the Golden Pan. Please donate a trust toward it. You got tacos? You got tacos? Tez McGee? Tease McGee? Is that how you say it? Tease McGee. Tacos sounds good. I got donuts. You got donuts? Sick. The Goblet of Buyer. Yes, sir. The Goblet of Arena Buyer. You could use the Golden Pan money to purchase more viewers. Yeah. I could get the view bots I've always wanted that just spam emotes for no reason at all. As an investment into TF2 shares. Valve may be a private company, but the game is not. Oh, by the way, Richter, if you're still here, if you're still listening, because I know viewership is dwindling now, 9 viewers. It's okay. Thanks for sticking around, for anyone who has stuck around for that long. For Richter specifically, because I know you made either a joke about it at one point or said something about it at one point to me. It is a Snake Jr. I am just saying that right now. It is truth. It is truth. It is a true successor to the name of Snake. that my dear darling wife is pregnant with. The real manconomy. True.
Advantage, but there's nothing to prove that this would.
Okay, let's just drag some more image files in here. Y'all are getting me distracted with this type of success. You guys know I'm not mentally equipped to handle this sort of thing. You guys are going to give me a heart attack before I'm, like, 30. Oops, wrong screen. That's my mistake. Of course, now as I get right back into editing, it drops to 7 viewers. Such is life. I am not complaining.
Why would any spy player not be able to contest a good sniper, or even a great sniper for that matter? How would that even work? Our sniper players, they have taken the time to work.
Our sniper players truly omnipotent. Or would the term be omniscient? I think the term would be omniscient in this regard. Actually, yeah, probably omniscient. I thought you'd get distracted at the beginning of stream when we all had full paragraphs worth of text. I mean, I like that too, because I love reading chat. I love just jamming out with folks and all that. So I will always riff off of whatever you guys do. I wish I had a second monitor to just read chat off of, because I have to look in OBS, and so I'm moving my mouse around on the left side of the screen as if you guys are there, but you guys can't see yourselves. And I don't have a chat overlay because I'm using standard OBS, not Streamlabs. And I don't think standard OBS has a chat window overlay. Yeah, no. Not that I would really want to deal with that kind of hassle anyway. Because honestly, it would be better if chat was just up here in the corner. So that I could see you all constantly bothering me as I'm trying to get assets up here. That would actually be really fun.
Risky shots.
So actually, once I'm done with this, that will have been the completion of argument 5, 6, 7, and 8, all done today.
And they have taken the time to work very hard to earn that skill, but that doesn't mean the spy. Now, the supporting.
Okay, so I need to hurry with this because I'm on a bit of a limit right now. I have to go to bed very soon with my dear darling wife. Of course, everyone understands this, I hope. But I might only have like 15 minutes left. For you YouTube members, you'll get compilations of all of this, but for y'all in the Discord server, you'll be getting the sections for self-promotion in pieces, but like once a day, I think, would be the best way for me to do this right now. So I think for OBS, you got to link the stream itself to get an overlay. I don't know. I use Streamlabs. I used to use Streamlabs, and then my computer started freaking out all the time. And just, it wouldn't freak out whenever I used standard OBS. So I just started using that. Excuse me. You can add a chat overlay to standard OBS, pop out the chat in YouTube, and window capture for the simplest way. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah. What is this? Goal? Super chat goal? Oh, because Richter donated. Now there's a something like prompting me for like, make a goal for people to hit. I'm not going to ask for that. I'm not extorting you guys for money here.
Actually means that the class with the best counterplay to Sniper is another Sniper, which is nonsense. This isn't even true. Like I said...
Dude, I get so contemptuous. Well, I mean, as far as the rest of the video's tone, it's contemptuous. As far as how contemptuous I've actually been, like in the Lucid video, this ain't even close.
The term like hard versa, but even with those disadvantages, no class is certain classes thing. Certain class...
Do I want to have it be this short?
True. Like I said, Spy is perfectly designed to exploit Sniper's weaknesses. I don't even know why people would use a term like hard counters, since those aren't even a thing. Certain classes provide better counters, whether in a vacuum or in standard gameplay. But again, that's entirely dependent...
Yeah, I can... Oh, shoot, overshot it. I can segment it here. Yeah.
I'm not an advocate for...
I love this little image of the cow.
Conditions, team layouts, game mode types, status of the game. All that nice stuff I keep bringing up that nobody seems to think about. I'm not an advocate for anecdotal evidence as the core of a counter-argument, but by the name... and even other classes as a bonus, the argument
gets a little bass boosted. Let's...
Yes, I know that...
Chop... Oh, crap. Yeah, let's just drop here. I can have it extend extra long at the end, right?
Knock it down is to prove that it is, in fact, a possibility that the player has far more control and agency over than people seem to want to give credit for. Yes, I know this is probably the weakest argument covered so far, but I must include it simply because it is surprisingly and disappointingly common to come across.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to get these portions exported, and tomorrow morning we begin probably the dumbest argument since argument 3, which is this one. The noob trap argument, coupled with the sub-argument that Sniper is a Counter-Strike cameo. Which, as I have learned and deliberated over with a good friend of mine, Counter-Strike player, Alex, a.k.a. Slippy SRC on YouTube. Go subscribe to him. He's a cool guy. This is like the dumbest comparison point possible, and it's not even close. So, 10 viewers. And I have to go too. You guys rock, man. The upper hand. That's a promotional item as a cross-reference, but Sniper's functionality itself is not a Counter-Strike cameo. Besides, Counter-Strike... That doesn't even make sense because Team Fortress Classic came out before Counter-Strike, I'm pretty sure. And certainly Team Fortress as a franchise is older than Counter-Strike, so... Doesn't even make sense there. Anyways, I have to go. I have to go to bed. I will be up 6 a.m. Pacific time, my time, so we will be editing part 9, or it's not part 9, argument 9 tomorrow morning. I will be up. I hope to see some of you there, and until then, thank you so much for tuning in. Richter Overtime, thank you so much for the $5. One more toast to you. And one more toast to the highest number of viewers I've had probably ever. Have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you guys in the morning.